She was America's girl next door. Legendary actress and singer Doris Day has died at 97.
Prepare yourself for the unsettling truth behind Doris Day's seemingly serene facade. Her life was shrouded in secrecy and harbored tumult and tragedy unbeknownst to her adoring fans. With her passing, she left behind a legacy overshadowed by the grim realities she concealed. The veil lifts to expose clandestine affairs with colleagues, marriages fraught with despair, and a catastrophic accident that shattered her dreams of dance. Let's take a deep breath to start our journey right now. Starting Doris Day's Truth series, let's find out the real reason why her dancing career had to end prematurely. Surrounded by music from a young age, Doris Day naturally gravitated towards the performing arts, studying both voice and dancing in her hometown. According to the Cincinnati Enquirer, she had an early idol in Ginger Rogers, the glamorous actress and dancer whose performances in Hollywood films captivated young Doris. Inspired by Rogers, Day dreamed of one day dancing on the big screen herself. By her teenage years, Doris Day had already begun to turn those dreams into reality. She teamed up with Jerry Doherty, a boy she met in dance school, forming a dance duo known simply as Doris and Jerry. The pair quickly made a name for themselves in the local entertainment scene, performing at prestigious venues such as the Netherland Plaza Hotel and the Cincinnati Club. Their chemistry and talent, on stage, did not go unnoticed, and they built a solid reputation in Cincinnati's dance circles. In 1937, when Doris was just 16 years old, a remarkable opportunity arose that seemed to promise the fulfillment of her Hollywood dreams. According to the Cincinnati Enquirer, she and Doherty signed a 5-year contract to dance in Hollywood movies. This contract was a significant milestone, and the duo began making serious preparations to move to Hollywood. Doris's mother, Alma Kappelhoff, was set to accompany them, ensuring her daughter had the support and guidance she needed in the bustling film industry. As Doris and Jerry prepared for their exciting new adventure, Doris's friends organized a farewell party to celebrate her imminent departure. It was a night filled with joy and anticipation for the future. However, after the party, Doris went for a drive with 3 other teenagers. The drive ended in tragedy when their car was involved in an accident. This accident was a pivotal moment in Doris Day's life, dramatically altering her path. Reportedly, she was a passenger in a car that struck a northbound freight train around midnight. The accident resulted in multiple injuries for all passengers, primarily cuts and scrapes. However, Day sustained a far more serious injury, a compound fracture in her right leg. She was immediately taken to the hospital, where she was treated for her injury and prescribed 4 months of bed rest. This accident was a crushing blow to Day's dreams of becoming a Hollywood dancer. Despite the initial prognosis, her recovery was protracted, and she ended up spending over a year in a cast and using crutches. The injury effectively ended her dancing career before it could fully begin. However, this forced shift in her career aspirations led Doris Day to refocus her talents on singing, an area where she had already shown promise during her music school days. Day had previously taken voice lessons, but with her dance career no longer an option, she committed herself wholeheartedly to singing. With characteristic determination, she immersed herself in her new craft, even while still recovering from her injury. Her perseverance paid off as she began performing with local bands and on the radio. One of the songs she performed in the late 1930s, Day After Day, caught the attention of band leader Barney Rapp. Recognizing her potential, Rapp suggested she change her stage name from Kappelhoff, which he deemed too long for marquees, to the simpler and more memorable Day. With her new stage name, Doris Day quickly gained popularity. In the early 1940s, she toured extensively with the Les Brown Band, one of the leading big bands of the era. Her voice, characterized by its warmth and clarity, resonated with audiences across the country. Her work with Les Brown brought her into the national spotlight, and she recorded several hits, including Sentimental Journey, which became an anthem for American troops returning home after World War II. By 1947, Day's growing success led to a recording contract with Columbia Records, as noted by CNN. This marked the beginning of a new chapter in her career, solidifying her status as a leading singer of her time. Over the next few decades, Doris Day would go on to become not only a celebrated vocalist, but also a beloved actress, starring in numerous films and becoming an enduring icon of American entertainment. By the time Doris Day appeared in her first Hollywood movie, Romance on the High Seas, in 1948, she had already established herself as an accomplished singer. Her transition to film was smooth, aided by her prior success and recognition in the music industry. Known for her clear, melodic voice and engaging stage presence, Day's performance in Romance on the High Seas marked the beginning of a fruitful career in Hollywood. Day's talents extended beyond the silver screen. She also became a popular radio personality. From 1952 to 1953, she hosted The Doris Day Show, showcasing her singing and charming personality to a wide audience, as noted by CNN. This show added to her growing popularity and helped cement her status as a versatile entertainer. In 1956, Day's role in Alfred Hitchcock's The Man Who Knew Too Much brought her even greater acclaim. She sang "Que sera, sera," whatever will be, in the film, a song that would become one of her most iconic. The song's enduring popularity was recognized when Day was inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame in 2012. Throughout her career, Day managed to achieve an enviable balance between music and movie acting. She co-starred in 3 highly successful romantic comedies with Rock Hudson: Pillow Talk, 1959, Lover Come Back, 1961, and Send Me No Flowers, 1964. The chemistry between Day and Hudson was palpable, and their on-screen partnership blossomed into a lifelong friendship off-screen. Day's contributions to the entertainment industry have been honored with 2 stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, one for her achievements in music and another for her work in film. This dual recognition underscores her exceptional versatility and impact across both mediums. A particularly memorable moment in Day's career was when she had the opportunity to work with her childhood heroine, Ginger Rogers. The two starred together in the 1951 film Storm Warning, which also featured Ronald Reagan. This collaboration was especially meaningful for Day, who had admired Rogers since her youth and dreamed of following in her footsteps. You may not know, but one of the biggest tragedies of Doris Day's life was her series of unhappy marriages. In her memoir, Doris Day, her own story, Doris Day opened up about the stark contrast between her public persona and the real-life experiences she endured behind the scenes. According to Cheat Sheet, Day revealed that the wholesome image of America's Virgin and the girl next door she portrayed on screen and in the media was far from the reality she lived through during her career in the 1940s and 1950s. Day described the disconnect between her public image and private life poignantly in her memoir. After 27 years of band singing, radio, nightclub appearances, recording, movie and television acting, my public image is unshakably that of America's wholesome virgin, the girl next door, carefree and brimming with happiness. An image, I can assure you, is more make-believe than any film part I ever played. This statement was a revelation for her legions of adoring fans who had always seen her as the epitome of joy and purity. One of the most striking truths she revealed was about her marriage to Al Jordan, a trombonist she met while performing with big bands. Day married Jordan when she was just in her teens and still new to the Hollywood scene, Their marriage, however, was fraught with turmoil and abuse. Behind the scenes, the reality of their relationship was a stark contrast to the image of the happy, carefree performer that Day projected in her professional life. Jordan was reportedly abusive, and their short-lived union was marked by intense personal suffering for Day. This aspect of her life was a shocking revelation to those who had only seen her public persona. Day's fans, who watched her rise to fame with her performances in big bands and her early movie roles, had no idea of the dark realities she faced behind closed doors. The abuse and emotional turmoil she experienced with Jordan were far removed from the image of the bubbly, happy-go-lucky starlet they admired. Following another brief marriage to musician George Weidler, Doris Day married her third husband, Marty Melcher, who was also her agent. This marriage brought significant changes to her personal and professional life, including giving her son, Terry, her new husband's last name. The marriage to Melcher lasted until his death in 1968, spanning almost 2 decades. During this time, Day was one of Hollywood's biggest stars, known for her roles in romantic comedies and musicals. However, Day's memoir reveals that her marriage to Melcher was not without its difficulties. She claimed that Melcher often pressured her into accepting high-paying roles that she might have otherwise declined. Day believed that Melcher was managing her finances responsibly and looking out for her best interests. However, the reality was far different. Upon Melcher's death, Day was confronted with a devastating truth. Her son, Terry Melcher, informed her that her husband had been embezzling money from her for years. Melcher had squandered most of her earnings, leaving her in severe financial distress. She discovered that she owed nearly $500,000 in tax debts, a shocking revelation that shattered her trust and sense of security. Determined to seek justice, Day sued Melcher's lawyer, Jerome Rosenthal, whom she believed was complicit in the financial mismanagement. In 1974, she was awarded $22 million in damages. However, the victory was somewhat hollow. According to an interview her son Terry gave to the New York Times, the actual amount Day received was far less than the court-awarded sum. After a small payout from an insurance company, she received nothing like that amount, leaving her still grappling with financial challenges. Despite these setbacks, Doris Day's resilience shone through. She managed to rebuild her financial stability by transitioning to television. She starred in The Doris Day Show, a successful sitcom that aired from 1968 to 1973, providing her with a steady income and a renewed sense of purpose. In 1976, Day entered into her fourth marriage with Barry Comden, a maitre d' she had met at a restaurant. Unfortunately, this marriage, like her previous ones, was also short-lived, ending in divorce after 6 years. Despite the personal and financial turmoil she faced, Day continued to persevere, drawing strength from her passion for acting and singing, and later, from her dedication to animal welfare advocacy. Besides, one of the more curious and somewhat amusing challenges Doris Day encountered in her later years was the discovery that she had spent her entire life believing she was 2 years younger than her actual age. This revelation came about thanks to an investigation by AP News, conducted just before what Day thought was her 93rd birthday. To her surprise, it turned out she was about to celebrate her 95th birthday instead. Day's spokesperson addressed the confusion with a statement that shed light on the long-standing mystery surrounding her true age. There has long been speculation and rumors about Doris's age, and we get this question a lot. Looks like we finally have the answer, the spokesperson said, according to AP News. They offered a plausible explanation for the discrepancy, suggesting that it might have originated from a clerical error early in her career. The story I have heard the most is that at one point Doris was up for a role when quite young, and her age may have been miswritten on the audition form. We don't know if that's correct, but if so, it could have simply stuck for all these years. This error, if true, had been perpetuated throughout her life and career, without ever being corrected. Despite the unexpected nature of this revelation, Day handled it with her characteristic grace and humor. She remarked, "I've always said that age is just a number, and I have never paid much attention to birthdays, but it's great to finally know how old I really am." This response encapsulated her pragmatic outlook on life and her ability to take surprises in stride. Rather than being thrown by the discovery, she embraced it as just another quirky chapter in her storied life. Day, who had never been particularly focused on celebrating birthdays, saw this newfound attention as an opportunity to advance a cause close to her heart. She was thrilled to use the occasion to raise awareness for the Doris Day Animal Foundation, an organization she was deeply passionate about. Leveraging the media attention from the age revelation, she aimed to highlight the work of her foundation, which was dedicated to animal welfare and rescue. Also, let's explore Doris Day's most-watched secret relationship with Rock Hudson. Their on-screen partnership in 3 romantic comedies, Pillow Talk, 1959, Lover Come Back, 1961, and Send Me No Flowers, 1964, captivated audiences and became iconic examples of Hollywood's golden era of cinema. On screen, they epitomized the ideal romantic couple. Hudson, with his tall, dashing appearance, and Day, perceived as America's sweetheart, radiating warmth and charm. Their films were box office hits, drawing in crowds eager to witness their playful banter and undeniable chemistry. Despite their successful on-screen partnership, Day and Hudson's connection extended beyond the realm of cinema. While their interactions were primarily confined to the set, they developed a genuine bond that endured until Hudson's untimely death in 1985. This connection was a testament to their mutual respect and admiration for each other as actors and individuals. Both Day and Hudson understood the challenges of navigating their public personas versus their private lives. In an era dominated by strict Hollywood standards, they had to conform to certain images to maintain their careers. Day, originally Doris Kappelhoff, was rebranded as the perky and pure Doris Day, while Hudson, born Roy Harold Scherer Jr., underwent a similar transformation to become the epitome of the leading man. Hudson faced additional pressures due to societal attitudes at the time. Despite being forced to hide his true self to conform to Hollywood's expectations of a leading man, Hudson's talent and charisma shone through on screen. His struggle with his identity behind the scenes added depth to his performances, resonating with audiences who admired him for his on-screen charm and talent. The deep bond between Doris Day and Rock Hudson may have been fueled by their shared experiences of profound personal hardship, which shaped their lives in significant ways. Both actors endured tumultuous childhoods marked by abandonment, abuse, and emotional trauma, laying the foundation for a mutual understanding and empathy that transcended their on-screen chemistry. Rock Hudson's childhood was marred by the absence of his father, who walked out on him and his mother. According to USA Today, Hudson's mother was often verbally abusive, relentlessly criticizing him and undermining his self-esteem. This emotional abuse took a toll on Hudson, leaving scars that would linger into adulthood. His situation worsened when his mother remarried, exposing him to the physical violence of his stepfather. These early experiences of neglect and mistreatment instilled in Hudson a resilience that would define his journey to stardom. Similarly, Doris Day's upbringing was fraught with challenges and hardships. Abandoned by her father at the tender age of 11, Day experienced profound loss and abandonment during her formative years. Just a few years later, she endured a devastating car accident that left her severely injured, requiring nearly 2 years to recover fully. Despite her resilience, Day's early experiences of trauma and upheaval undoubtedly left lasting emotional scars that would shape her relationships and outlook on life. There is a truth. Rock Hudson's admiration for Doris Day extended far beyond their on-screen collaborations. According to Fox News, actress Barbara Rush revealed that Hudson had a deep appreciation for Day's singing long before they ever worked together. Hudson would often play Day's music on set, enraptured by her voice and talent. This shared admiration laid the groundwork for a genuine connection between the two stars. When Day and Hudson finally met, their chemistry was palpable, sparking an instant rapport that would define their on-screen collaborations. This personal connection translated seamlessly into their performances, particularly in their first film together, the 1959 romantic comedy Pillow Talk. In the film, Day portrayed Jan Morrow, an interior designer who shares a party line with Hudson's character, Brad Allen, a charming yet deceptive playboy. As Allen's numerous romantic entanglements monopolize the phone line, Morrow becomes increasingly frustrated, setting the stage for a delightful battle of wits and misunderstandings. The film's witty script and the undeniable chemistry between Day and Hudson captivated audiences, establishing them as one of Hollywood's most beloved on-screen duos. The success of Pillow Talk paved the way for two more collaborations between Day and Hudson: Lover Come Back in 1961 and Send Me No Flowers in 1964. In each film, their effortless camaraderie and sparkling chemistry captivated audiences, solidifying their status as one of the greatest romantic pairings in the history of cinema. Despite only starring in 3 films together, Day and Hudson left an indelible mark on the genre of romantic comedy. Day herself attributed their success to the genuine affection they shared for each other. As she explained to People magazine, "I think the reason people liked our movies is because they could tell how much we liked each other." This authenticity and mutual admiration infused their performances with a warmth and sincerity that resonated with audiences, cementing their place in cinematic history as an iconic on-screen couple. Even after Doris Day retired from filmmaking in 1968, her friendship with Rock Hudson remained a cherished and enduring part of her life. Reflecting on their collaborations, Day expressed fond memories of their time together, telling The Hollywood Reporter, "I had such fun working with my pal Rock. We laughed our way through 3 films we made together and remained great friends." Their bond transcended the confines of Hollywood, grounded in genuine affection and shared experiences. In 1985, Day made a poignant return to television with her show Doris Day's Best Friends on the Christian Broadcasting Network, as reported by the Los Angeles Times. The show, which celebrated the bond between stars and their beloved animals, provided a platform for Day to reconnect with Hudson, whom she considered not only a dear friend, but also a fellow dog lover. Day specifically chose Hudson to be her first guest, a testament to the depth of their friendship and their shared passion for animal welfare. Hudson's appearance on Day's show marked their final reunion, a bittersweet moment tinged with the poignancy of impending loss. Day was taken aback by Hudson's visibly deteriorated health as he bravely battled what he had revealed to be AIDS. Despite his illness, Hudson's spirit remained undiminished, and Day greeted him with the same warmth and affection as always. "He was very sick, but I just brushed that off, and I came out and put my arms around him and said, 'Am I glad to see you?'" Day recounted to People magazine. Hudson's brave decision to publicly acknowledge his battle with AIDS made him a pioneer in raising awareness about the disease. His appearance on Day's show was a poignant reminder of the human toll of the AIDS epidemic and the importance of compassion and support for those affected. Tragically, Hudson passed away later that year, in October, leaving behind a legacy of courage and advocacy that endures to this day. For Day, Hudson's passing marked the loss of a dear friend and collaborator. Their enduring friendship, forged through laughter and shared experiences, remained a source of comfort and inspiration for Day throughout her life. As she fondly recalled, "He was one of the dearest friends I ever had in Hollywood." In honoring Hudson's memory, Day continued her advocacy for animal welfare, embodying the spirit of compassion and kindness that defined their remarkable friendship. In addition to Rock Hudson, Doris Day has had a suspicious relationship with the President of the United States. Do you believe it? In her revealing 1975 autobiography, Doris Day, Her Own Story, the beloved actress Doris Day disclosed a surprising chapter of her personal history, a romantic involvement with none other than Ronald Reagan. This revelation, as reported by People magazine, shed light on a lesser-known aspect of Day's life, offering a glimpse into her romantic entanglements with one of Hollywood's most prominent figures. Despite their seemingly unlikely pairing, Day and Reagan found themselves working together on multiple film projects, their on-screen collaborations laying the foundation for a burgeoning off-screen romance. Their first joint venture was the 1951 film Storm Warning, a gripping drama set in the South that delved into the dark realities of racism and prejudice. Day portrayed the wife of one of the Ku Klux Klan murderers, while Reagan assumed the role of a determined prosecutor seeking justice. This powerful film not only showcased the depth of their acting talents, but also provided the backdrop for the blossoming of their personal relationship. Their next collaboration came in 1952 with The Winning Team, a sports drama based on the life of real-life baseball player Grover Cleveland Alexander. Reagan portrayed Alexander himself, with Day cast as his devoted wife, Amy. The film offered audiences a glimpse into the challenges and triumphs of Alexander's career, while also providing a stage for the burgeoning romance between Day and Reagan to flourish. The exact timeline of Day and Reagan's off-screen relationship remains a subject of debate among historians and biographers. According to People magazine, their romance may have blossomed during the filming of The Winning Team, while the Washington Examiner suggested it began earlier during the production of Storm Warning. Regardless of when their relationship began, Day explained in her autobiography that she first encountered Reagan through mutual acquaintances, noting that he had recently divorced Jane Wyman and was living alone in an apartment above Sunset Strip, a detail that adds a poignant layer to their Hollywood romance. What do you think about these little-known facts about Doris Day? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.